Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's Bella here. In today's tutorial I created this really smoky, sultry makeup look, and I only used 2 eyeshadows to create this eye look, and I also showed you guys how I achieved the full face look as well. So if you want to see how to create a really easy smoky eye that's really girly and flirty and perfect for a night out, then just keep on watching. And if you guys want to be entered in this month's giveaway, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel, and lastly, make sure that you turn your post notifications on and then comment done down below so that you will be automatically entered. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is grabbing my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I'm just going to use this concealer as a primer, so I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelid and then set it with some translucent powder. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using today is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette. I know that this was not everyone's cup of tea, but I personally had no problems with this palette myself, so I just went ahead and used it in today's tutorial, and I feel like the colors are actually really gorgeous, and I've never really had an issue with it. So that's the palette that I'm going to be going in with, and first I'm grabbing the shade Hush Hush, which is this really neutral, cool toned brown shade, and I'm just going to be putting that in my crease, going in back and forth motions. And yeah, I'm just going to be going in with these shades, and if you guys see any inconsistencies in my eyeshadow or if you feel like it looks patchy, definitely comment down below, but I haven't found to have any issues with this palette myself. And next I'm picking up the shade Mystic with this defined angled brush, and this is kind of a matte deeper purple brown type of shade, and I'm just going to be putting this in my crease a little bit above my actual crease, starting to add definition, going in back and forth motions. And I am taking the shade from inner corner to outer corner, and then I blend in with the small detailed blending brush from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush collection. This is like the really tiny tapered blending brush, and I'm just going in with that Mystic shade once again, kind of adding more depth but in a blended way, just so that we don't have to do as much work to blend that line out. And then I went into Hush Hush. Why can't I talk today? Next I'm going into the shade Hush Hush, and I'm grabbing a fluffier brush, and I'm just going to be putting that in the crease, going in back and forth motions, really diffusing out that line but still keeping the definition, but just making it really nice and blended. And then I went in with more Mystic, and I took a pencil brush with this shade, and I started to add definition to the outer portion of my lash line and also on the outer lid area, fading it inwards. And pretty much I'm just building up that color, and then you can go back in with some more of that Hush Hush to really diffuse out the edges even more. For lashes, I'm going in with my Sofie Bella lashes in the style Barbados, and these are definitely a more dramatic style out of all of our lashes, but these are definitely one of my favorite styles just because they make your look so beautiful. And I'm going in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Alkaline, and it's this really beautiful burgundy shade, and I'm just going to be putting that in my waterline. And honestly, I never thought that I would like the way this type of eyeliner would look in my waterline, but you guys will see when we add those eyeshadows to the lower lashes, it just kind of ties the whole eye together. And moving on to the lower lashes, I'm grabbing the shades Hush Hush and Mystic once again, and I'm taking a flat brush and I'm focusing that really close to my lash line from inner corner to outer corner. And then I went in with Hush Hush once again just to really diffuse that line out even more and just make sure that everything is super nice and blended. And then I went in with some lower lash mascara, and this is the finished eye look. And I'm also going to show you guys how to achieve the face makeup with this eye look, so just keep on watching if you want to figure out how I made my face look the way it looked. So the first thing that I did was I grabbed my Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and this is a primer and a moisturizer in one. I honestly love this product so much that sometimes when I jump out of the shower after washing my face, I'll just apply this all over my skin as a moisturizer. I feel like this would be really perfect if you have sensitive skin because it's just a moisturizer type of primer, so it's not going to be too harsh, it's not going to make you break out, and it's just super hydrating. So I love the way my foundation applies over top of that primer. And then to pair with that primer, I'm going in with my Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation, and I'm just applying it with my Real Techniques Kabuki brush. And I really like to apply my foundations with a brush because then I get the full coverage that I want. And then if I want the foundation to melt into my skin even more, I just grab my damp beauty sponge to further blend that foundation out. And I just do really light pouncing motions just to make sure that everything is melted together and just looks like my skin. To contour, I'm grabbing the Anastasia contour stick in the shade Mink. And this is a more cool tone bronzer shade to contour. And I just apply that to my cheekbones, underneath my nose, on top of my nose, on my lower lip, and on my jawline. And I find that this stick honestly blends out so easily, and it's just the perfect shade, so it's not going to look like you went in with so much contouring shades even though you did. As you guys can see, it pretty much blended away to nothing, but it did still leave me with a really nice contour. So I really like products that blend easily. I hate it when I go in with a cream contour and I have to spend like 20 minutes blending it out. I just like something that's super quick and efficient, so I really like that ABH contour stick. And then moving on to concealer, I grabbed the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer and I just applied it underneath my eyes. And I also applied it on my chin and a little bit on my forehead. I am going in with a little bit less product than I normally do just because I don't want it to be too cakey. And then I went in with my damp beauty sponge, the same one that I used to blend out my foundation, and I just blended out my concealer. To set that all in place, I used my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder in the shade Cupcake. And I like to use the shade Cupcake when I want a more highlighted look. So if I use a concealer that's really close to my foundation shade, I'll definitely use this Cupcake powder because I feel like it brightens up the under eye. And this powder is honestly my favorite because it just smooths out your skin. And then I went ahead and wiped away that powder immediately after I baked it because I do not like that super dry look under my eyes. And then to highlight, I used the Laura Lee Los Angeles Sugar and Spice Loose Highlighter. This highlighter is honestly gorgeous. It's a rose gold color. And as you guys can see, it just pops. And it is just the most gorgeous highlighter. And normally I stick to champagne shade highlighters, but this highlighter is honestly stunning and it just gave me the perfect glow that I was looking for. And then next I went in with my Morphe contour palette and I grabbed the shade Donut. I believe this is the 8H palette from Morphe, and I grabbed the shade Donut with this Jaclyn Hill bronzer brush, and I just applied that shade to my cheekbones, my forehead, under my nose, and my jawline as well, just to add a really nice bronze effect. And I feel like now my face matches my shoulders and the rest of my body even more. And then for blush, I went ahead and grabbed my California blush from Benefit, and I just popped that on my cheek, the apples of my cheeks, on my nose, and on my chin, just all the places the sun would naturally hit. And then I grabbed my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is the collab with Nicole Concilio, and I just applied that all over my skin. It just makes my skin look hydrated and it makes the powders melt into my face even more. And then I grabbed my Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade 21, and then I grabbed my Dose of Colors Desi X Katie More Creamer Please lipstick and the Lunar Beauty lip gloss. This is the light pinky lip gloss that they came out with. And then I went in with my More Creamer Please lipstick and the gloss from Lunar Beauty over top, and I feel like this lip combo just made this whole look tie together, and I really loved how it turned out. I hope you guys did too. And this is the finished face. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on so that you never miss a video. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye!